as we'll see the number 16 team in the country, the Michigan Wolverines, taking on the third-ranked team in the land, the Texas Longhorns. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. And the Longhorns will kick it off to get us underway. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The fans are ready for this one. The booth's shaking underneath us, guys. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. At the 35, he's open. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
You got to feel good for this kid, too. He worked so hard this past offseason to put himself in position to be the starting running back, and he's got a lot of skill, guys. He's got speed, open field running ability. I think he's going to be a big part of the offense this season.
Might as well give it to him again. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. Man, what a spectacular play by that defensive end to come up with the tackle there.
And you see those guys get off the football so fast. Most of these guys are 250 to 275 pounds, but they get off the ball fast, low. And the offensive linemen, they have no chance to stop those guys.
And the defense gets to the quarterback.
And that's what you're trying to do, not just in this game, but for the season. You're just trying to set the tone defensively, and they do that getting the sack. They feel good about their front 7 and all the athletes they have. It'll be fun to watch this unit for the rest of this game and see how they do in one-on-one situations.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Touch pass on the jet sweep. He ended up losing yardage on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. And the Wolverines will punt this one away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. On the return, it's Cook. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Gets set, first down. They think they can impose their will here with the run to the right. At the 45 on his way. And they drag him down, but not before he picks up the first down.
And that's all you want, right? You want that first down. Understand the situation. Understand I got to get north and south, get a first down, get a new set of downs.
The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. Handoff to the lone back. Oh, gave the defender the business. Ball is loose. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
Man, in all the visions and all the great things you anticipated happening for this fellow, like in the first carry you put it on the deck, like that is a frustrating start, man. What a momentum swing in this game, too. get this thing rolling.
So he gets stuffed on first down, and now you have the offensive coordinator thinking a little bit.
Yeah, we're probably going to have to throw it now in this second play. But what are we going to see defensively? Now that they know we're throwing, might they blitz us? Do I have to leave more guys in to block? There's a real cat and mouse game going on right now between these two coaching staffs.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. He's looking to throw. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. The Wolverines decide to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Excellent job on the punt. Bounces out of bounds at the 5, and they'll have 95 yards to go in front of them. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. Last time they had it, they put it on the deck. The football was not riveted to their rib cage, Jesse.
Need 5 points of pressure moving forward, no doubt. I'll tell you, they knew coming into this game that turnovers were going to be critical. They might give themselves a mulligan for that one, David, but that can't keep happening.
Yeah, but don't change who you are and what you are. Don't get gun-shy because of mistakes. I think that usually turns into more mistakes. So keep doing you, keep being aggressive.
At the 15, he's loose. They wrestle him to the ground, but he's got plenty for a first down.
Well, if at first you don't succeed, try again, right? It's been really hard for this offense in this game to run the football, but they finally break off a big run there. That could be the play they need to really generate momentum and get this run game going.
He's going to take off, and he scurries out of bounds and wisely avoids taking the big hit. There's always that issue of conference pride, keeping up, of proving your worth on this stage, and the ACC loves to get a chance at the SEC to do just that.
And these kids grow up in the same area. And you don't think the ACC teams hear all the time, SEC, about the dominance, the draft picks, all the stuff that goes with it. It definitely adds some of that fire. It makes you want to beat them more. I love these big-time games.
Yeah, they really do, David. And I think this is one of those games where if you're the ACC team and your players in that locker room, you've had this game circled all offseason. This game is your opportunity to prove, not just to your conference, not just to the SEC, but to everybody in college football, just how good you are as a team and how good your conference is.
He is tackled, but it'll be a fresh set of downs.
I know there are some people that say, no, in your own territory, you punt the football, you be conservative. No, sir. 4th and 1, I'm hitting the gas. All gas, no brakes. I'm going for this. I prepared for it all week. Nice job by the offense getting the first down on 4th and 1.
The quarterback bought as much time as he could, but the defense got to him and sacked him.
What a great play. This guy is a force on this D-line. You think about Michigan football defensively, they've got dudes up front. Aiden Hutchinson, Brandon Graham, Mozzie Smith.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. And he makes the catch inside the 10. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9.
It's a beautiful pass and catch. I love the job the quarterback does manipulating the defense with his eyes. He froze that safety, and that allowed his receiver more room to work his route.
They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. A first down run in the red zone. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Longhorns! Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Finds his way up to the 24 before he goes out of bounds. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm. Got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive. So they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this one.
Line getting set on 2nd down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. And that pass is intercepted. Bulldozes him. And he's going to take it all the way back. Touchdown, Texas! Look, I know it's only the 2nd quarter, but we're starting to see a pretty significant gap develop between these two teams right now.
No doubt. When your defense is scoring, your offense is scoring, good things happening for your ball club. This defense on point, reading their scouting report, making big plays.
And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
And he'll pick up the 1st down after a tough run there.
What a nice run there. And from the beginning of time, Michigan football has been synonymous with running the football. You can think back to Tyrone Wheatley, Anthony Thomas, Chris Perry, Hassan Haskins, big physical runners that also had sprinter speed and that could change the game. This dude right here, every time he has the football, he has the ability to go the distance, and that's what makes this Michigan offense so dangerous.
Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. He's looking to throw. And the quarterback is snowed under.
When you're on defense and you get to play outside linebacker, it's about as good as it gets, right? I get to rush the passer just like this and put him on the ground. Then I get to cover in space. I get to move all over the place. Great job by the outside linebacker. The most fun position to play in college football.
And we might as well state the obvious. 1st and 2nd down didn't work out. 3rd and very long. Working that left side now. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the 1st down. And the Wolverines will try to pin them back with the punt. Bringing it back, it's Cook. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. They wanted to set the tone, strike quickly. Jesse, they've done exactly that, up 2 touchdowns.
And this quarterback has been dialed in, too. He's been so good reading coverage, going to where the open guy is with the football. And they've been up and down the field, David, so far.
And this defense needs to make something happen right now. You've already given up a couple touchdowns. Your offense has got nothing going. Still early in the game. Get a stop. Create some momentum for your offense.
Coming after it. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
Man, this offense has been bad. How about the first play? Nowhere to go, nowhere to run, tackle for a loss. Second play, you get your quarterback sacked. And the third play, now we're sitting in 3rd and long, right where this defense wants to get us.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. He'll take the deep shot. Grabs it at the 25 in stride. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. After that huge play, let's see if they can punctuate it. It's 1st and 10 from the 20. The run from the shotgun. And they picked up 9 on 1st down. It'll bring up 2nd and short. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and they will try to build on what has already been a dominant first-half performance. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. A hand to the running back. Just having these dudes bounce off of him like popcorn. Stopped at the 3, but it'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal.
Well, the defense is on their heels right now. They're going to have to find a way to stop this guy. When he's got a head of steam, boy, he is hard to bring down.
Here's 1st and goal, and they could go to the locker room with a huge cushion. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Well, you saw him there, shot out of a cannon. He came off the edge using his speed, able to get that TFL.
And usually known for covering, but you got to understand the circumstances, right? Like the red zone situations, I got to be able to come out of that defensive backfield and play the run game, and he did quick, fast, and in a hurry.
We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Third and goal, where defensive coordinators have to make a stand. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
Well, on 3rd and short and field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. Ball falls incomplete. Now setting up a big decision here on 4th down.
Fourth and goal from the 5, and the offense is staying on the field. What a big moment here. And it's going to be batted down. They'll turn it over on downs.
Man, those 4th down stops are so huge for momentum to turn the ball back to your offense. Great pass defense, seeing the ball, breaking on it, swatting it down so the receiver couldn't make a play. Nice job by this defense.
Power football with the run.
And offenses want to continue to feature the run. They want balance. Even if it's not super successful, you can take it little bit at a time just to keep that defense honest.
The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. Wants to throw on 2nd down. Getting some heat. And the sack all the way back at the 5. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Here comes the crowd trying to make it tough on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He's going to get stopped, trapped, and it'll be a safety.
You could tell the defense smelled it. They knew exactly where they were on the field, put the pressure on him, got him down in the end zone. Safety, baby.
So after that safety, they'll kick it away from their own 20. Looking for a block. It's Cook.
returner is tackled down at the 37. And your Texas Longhorns will take over 1st and 10.
And here come the Horns. They've got it again on offense. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse.
And I think for this offense here, it'd be nice to hit an explosive play, be aggressive, and really pay off your defense's effort that last drive.
And instead of having to move the ball down the field consistently and then getting stopped on 4th downs, you're right. Create some of those explosives. Take those deep shots. Make those big plays.
Wide out in motion. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Pressure coming. He'll pull it down and run. Still on his feet at the 45. They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. They'll immediately call timeout. Big play offense, and it has them threatening now. 1st and 10 from the 20. Throws toward the end zone. And he's got it! Touchdown, Longhorns!
I know we're only in game 1, but in this half, you've got to be excited about what you've seen from this offense. Really nice rhythm. Quarterback's got great command on the field with respect to what they're trying to do, and they've got some weapons. I can't wait to see what this offense does this year.
And he tacks on the extra point. Get that touchdown right before the half, build the momentum, and the last thing you need to do is mess it up by allowing a big kickoff return. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. They'll give it to the back. Out to the 35-yard line and a little extra breathing room with that 15-yard pickup. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Trying to find his man on 1st down. Dances away. Fires downfield. And it's picked off. And he will be run out of bounds on the return, so the damage is limited as we wrap up the 1st half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Wolverines will kick it away to crank up the 2nd half. Fielded in the end zone. It's Cook. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Here comes the Texas offense. They believe in that running game. Got 6 before he stopped at the 23.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on 1st down, make that 2nd down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
Yeah, it's a bit of a surge, and he's knocked down after picking up 3 to the 26. Now looking for that 1st down on 3rd and short from the 26. They'll try to run for it. Still running at just plowing down the field. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38.
3rd down and 2. You know it's time to get physical. And this unit paves the way, Jesse, and gets the big 1st down.
And this back's got such a burst, too, doesn't he? As soon as he saw the hole, he exploded through it and picked up a huge chunk of yards.
That one did not go well. Tackled in the backfield for a loss of 6.
Well, they're trying to get that run play going to the outside, but it's the defensive end who does a great job winning his one-on-one and forcing the negative play.
And here comes the offense on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Listen, we all want to get to the quarterback and get sacks, but when you realize the quarterback's going to throw the football right away, you just try to get your hands in the air, get a deflection, make him throw around you. Great job by the defensive end.
Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. He'll take a shot. Touchdown, Texas! And the punishment has been extended. Getting set for the point after. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finished things off with a 44-yard touchdown pass. The kickoff team out there set to boot it away. On the run from inside his own 5. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down.
And the Michigan offense will take over 1st and 10.
Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field to score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I'd have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more...
Got a lot of running room. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop.
That is exactly what you want from your offense. Create some space, get out of the shadow of your own end zone, Palmer, and make it easier on this offense.
Yeah, it's nice when you have a running back like that, too, that can create that space for you. Now, if you're the play caller, your entire playbook is wide open.
That linebacker was a heat-seeking missile, and the heat that he sought was the ball carrier.
Great job, great feel. Linebackers are making all the calls in the defense and understanding when I need to come through that gap and come through with bad intention. Those guys are usually 245 pounds of heat-seeking missile.
Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. He's looking to throw. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
And this offensive line's got to do a better job. Man, you've got to protect your quarterback. Listen, this offense is not playing great. They got to somehow find a way to start to get something together here in this second half.
And whatever they did on 1st and 2nd down, don't do that anymore. 3rd and very long coming up. He's looking downfield to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man downfield. And he fights his way, but they'll stop him just short of the line to gain. It's 4th down.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
And the Wolverines are stopped, but not before getting the 1st down.
4th and inches, just trusting your offensive line. They're able to get just enough movement at the point of attack to keep this drive going.
Oh, it's a reverse. And that play looked great when they drew it up, and the playbook did not look so great when this defense snuffed it out.
And you got to love this if you're the defensive coordinator, because your defense stayed disciplined. They didn't over-pursue to the running back. They stayed home, played great with their eyes, and they were able to make the tackle.
On second down, they'll take to the air. Quick strike complete. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
Well, look, this quarterback has struggled a little bit in this game with interceptions. Maybe he was being too greedy early on that time, made a real good decision. And I'll tell you what, that's a nice catch by the running back because that ball's in the air a long time. You're throwing it all the way out to the flat like that. You look like a receiver making that catch and getting extra yards.
And I like the aggressiveness on third and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's fourth and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
He's not going to get there. Stop short on fourth down.
And how about the defense coming up big on fourth and short? You know they're going to run the football. Great job stacking the box, getting the big stop.
So now the Longhorns take over, and they'll send out the offense. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find things to build off of. And maybe that's something they can point to as they get ready for their next opponent, of things they did right and things that they got to do more consistently moving forward.
Second down here as they go back to work after the break. He's looking to throw. Makes the grab. It's Gibson. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. The quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
They go to the ground. Tackle is made at the 30-yard line after he picked up 4.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep third downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on first down.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. He's looking to throw. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. How about that alert play from the defense to scoop it up? He's loose down the left side. Touchdown, Wolverines. The defense with the scoop and score. Lining up for the PAT. And it's up and good. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
A pair of top 15 teams throwing haymakers today. Let's show you the very latest. Penn State is getting blitzed right now in Beaver Stadium in front of that super loyal fan base. Loyal, but my goodness, that's being tested today. They're trailing by 21 to Florida State. We'll circle back if anything big happens. You should know about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. Wide receiver coming across in motion. They'll throw it on first down. That pass is incomplete.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
They're trying to get to it. Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be third down.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket, nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. Wide receiver now comes in motion. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Complete downfield. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. They showed great trust in their quarterback right there, and why not? He's had an outstanding game.
An outstanding game, has taken care of the football. Now late in the game, you got the lead. That first down now tells me now it's time to start running the football, run the clock, get out of here with the dub.
For an offense, to make the wide receiver reverse work, you've got to have a lot of guys doing a good sell job. Running backs have to behave as if they're actually going to keep the football, and everybody else on offense has to be yelling out, run!
And the quarterback bought some time, but not enough. Down he goes with the sack.
This offense is going to have to come up with a plan to block this guy. He is an absolute monster, and he showed you all his tools on that sack.
And we might as well state the obvious. First and second down didn't work out. Third and very long. Motion from the offense. Early movement on the offense, and they'll push it back 5 yards. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Now on third down for this offense. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Going for the big play. Into double coverage, and they made him pay. It's intercepted. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
Well, the defense isn't quitting. They're obviously down big here in the fourth quarter with just a little bit of time left. Obviously, it'll take a Herculean effort to come back, but could that interception be the spark that ignites this team?
A lot of times when that ball's coming out, you can tell the offensive linemen want to get those defensive linemen's hands down. They want to hit them, engage on them. Great job by the defensive end, getting his hands up in the air and getting the deflection.
On second down, he'll let it fly. Got his man. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down. And, Jesse, there's a huge mountain to climb here, but you might as well start with a chunk play.
Well, you got to start somewhere, Reese. It's been tough going for this offense all game long. They find themselves in a hole, but I love the aggressive nature. Keep taking shots. Keep trying to claw your way back into this one.
And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup.
Defensively, with all the space now and spread football, there's so many opportunities where it's one-on-one tackling, and it's really hard to do. It's hard to get guys to the ground that are so talented. That's why defenses have to swarm to the football, get multiple guys there. That's your best chance to not have broken tackles.
I just love the individual one-on-one effort by the defense there. Offense trying to go option, QB keeps it, but just too many defenders winning their one-on-one battles, defeating blocks, and getting the tackle for loss.
We hit the 2-minute warning, and this offense is desperate to make something happen and do it in a hurry. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On third down, going up top. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Moore. Dragged down to the turf, but not before getting the first down.
Nice execution by the offense on third down, understanding what they had to do to get the first down, pass complete, move the sticks, new set of downs.
He got it, and he won't be able to push his way in. He stopped at the 1. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. He'll just keep slinging it. He snares it in the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan.
Number 3.
How about this? These guys are going for 2. He's looking to throw. Fires into traffic. It's picked off. the 20. He just sets sail for the end zone after the pick and turns it into a 2-point return. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He'll bring it out. It's Cook. Nice job by the kickoff team.